Alright, I think we're going. um, right off the bat, I want to say that this is a stream because this is probably going uploaded after the fact, and I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of talking in chat this stream. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of chat at all this stream. I just, the last few days have been like a fever dream for me. Like, it's insane. It's like, this is the, because I think I'd probably be considered a fucking new gen or whatever the fuck the terms are now. But I think there is, I can't really claim that I have been around for a lot in this game, a lot of the history, because I haven't. I started playing probably around 2017, 2018-ish. Like, seriously. I started making videos about it in 2019. But I really wasn't super involved in the community until 2019-ish. And there hasn't been a whole lot going on since then, except for all the 2.2 shit. So this is the biggest thing that I have experienced in this community. And it's goddamn, I mean, I guess there might have been some fucking bigger things. When did the Zodiac hacking situation happen? I don't fucking know when that happened. The point is, I haven't paid enough attention to the community up until this point to actually see stuff like that, and this is my stream. I'm sorry. We have a lot to talk about. I think I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I feel about all of it, because there are some mixed opinions I'm seeing a lot of, and my fucking computer. I hate this computer. I gotta stay on course. Be here. I'll talk about my experience with it. So, the first thing that I saw, I think was a Blitzer tweet. Can I show my Twitter? Is that okay? Is that a thing? I think so. Let's see. There's a lot of shit. Okay. This is outdated. The evidence we had compiled at this time of this tweeting was inconclusive, and I sent these tweets as Space was planning on making his background checking statement. Okay, hi all, regarding SpaceUK's background. Yeah, okay. So the first thing I saw was that they removed the records. Plain as that. I think that's what happened, at least. Yeah, they were changed from approved to under consideration. And they put them back because they found it. They looked fine. They thought that it was fine. And there's no copy ever. Yeah. It's so, what I find so crazy about this is how fast it switched. Like, okay, let's talk about that for a minute. What I think I find the most crazy about how the situation was, like, went down, is that it started as a little bit of a suspicion on a couple of records that they very quickly, like, they said it was fine, basically. And like, it was almost instantly that more stuff came out about Space, and I think it's because Paco was looking deeper into it. I think that's what I heard. I think I'm gonna look into some of the videos that were out about it too, like Vortrax's video. Aeon made a video today that I actually listened to in the car, but I think we should go back over. But yeah, let's look back at this. What I was saying is that I think it's pretty crazy how fast it went from he might be hacking, oh, he's not hacking, oh, he did hack a few levels, and then he did hack almost all of his levels. So, yeah, exposal below. This was the first thing I saw that I was like, oh shit. Like, oh shit, something's happening. Let's go to Paco's Twitter. Let's go. Ooh, too many tweets. Oh yeah, and Charlie talked about it. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. That was pretty crazy. Oh, I fucking hate Twitter. How does this make any sense? Yeah. Okay, I can't find what I'm looking for. Pago did it. Let's watch this video actually, because I watched this I think twice and I still don't really get it. Oh, is it gonna work? So I think this was the original, like, this was after, I think this was after they dismissed it, which is the word I was looking for earlier. And Paco was just like, I'm not sure about that. And this was like the further investigation. I don't know. Or maybe, actually, this might be pre everything, where they originally took the records off, because this is just the 3 levels that she talks about. And I think these are the 3 levels that were taken off. There was a lot of work gone into this, though. Like, this was pretty... This was a well thought out, like, exposal, I guess. I mean, I don't think there's much in this video. It's just it's the delays of the macro clicking, mostly. Yeah, it's all these levels. Jesus. Hey. A lot of Space's older rock footage is last time, but we've pretty much cleared a couple of his records from being hacked. Firework and AOD are almost definitely legit, and I would personally be pretty surprised. Yeah. Okay, so this was before all of that. Taking back what I said at the beginning. This was before all of that. That, again, like, fits into what I was saying earlier, where, like, it aged so badly so fast. It was like, hello train. There was this, and then, like, I don't know if it was like a few hours gone by or like maybe the next day, but it was so fast that it was like, I'd be surprised if Slaughterhouse was hacked too. And then who knew? Update space hacked everything. There we go. So there is this tweet that I skipped over that I did see. Using built-in watermarks from Zbot, we have confirmed that nearly every list Demon SpaceUK has ever uploaded, starting from at least August 2021 to, and likely March 2021, was botted, including Slaughterhouse and Segment Circles. Yeah. So yeah, basically, I'm not like breaking any like new information boundaries or whatever. Everyone already knows this. I'm trying to wrap my head around it, because Space outdid the legitimacy check, not by like using super like huge awesome hacks, whatever the fuck, like modern hacks, but by using a hack that was so outdated that the list has just kind of stopped thinking about it or looking for it. I keep scrolling down. I don't know what the fuck these replies are. Oh, they're more tweets. They're not replies. Awesome. I find it pretty fucking crazy that, like, it was what, 2 years, 3 years? Like, that's just that on its own is insane. What was after this? So this is where stuff started to be pretty weird, because this was between, like, the few things were found to be hacked and everything was found to be hacked. Space came out and said every main list after my Sephiroth main list completion in May 8th, 2022 was hacked. I was just actually playing the game and wanted to see how long I could go without being caught. Hack completions include Aerial Gleam, Oblivion, Abyss Practice, Illusion, Kyuki, and I forgot Acheron 2. So, big shit. This on its own would have been pretty crazy. But this is like, I don't know, dog. It happened fast though. So this was 1:33 p.m. April 25th, 2023. 1:33 p.m. and then this was the next day. So it was like a day between. Basically, Space came out and said that, and not for any specific reason. There wasn't there wasn't any sort of regret behind it. I think this was a, like, people have found out, and now I'm gonna apologize for it, which doesn't really feel like an apology to me. Does anyone know what I mean by that? if you are, like, planning an apology until someone finds out, it doesn't feel much like an apology, because apologies should have, like, regret behind them. Like, you should feel bad about what you did and feel like you should point out that you feel remorse before somebody else points out that you should feel remorse, if that makes any sense. I did read this, and, you know, for a Twitter apology, it's pretty good. Having a good apology doesn't mean that you, like, should be forgiven, if that makes sense, because it's an apology, but like I was saying, there was no moment of, like, I shouldn't be doing this, I feel bad about doing this, so I'm gonna come out and say it. That's not what happened here. That is not how this went down. This happened because people found out and were like, oh shit, he's doing this, and he tries to justify it by saying, oh, well, if it gets caught, whatever, I'll just quit, and probably was, like, thinking of some apology. But that's not sorry. That's not a sorry. That's a, oh, I did this, by the way. Sorry. But it's not sorry. So yeah. It affected a lot of people. I'm not going to go much into that, because that's a lot of things that people have been saying that I don't have much to add. I don't know space, obviously. There's a lot of people that don't know space. But there's a lot of different takes on this, which is why it's so interesting to me. I find it really, like, intriguing to scroll through replies on these types of tweets, and on, like, Paco's tweets about this and Blitzer's tweets about this, that are, like, that are about this situation. And it's interesting to see, like, the different perspectives that people are taking on it, because everyone does think something different about it. A lot of people still, like, are cool with space, and, like, after the apology, because it was, like, well written, have taken it as okay, space is fine. I mean, like, it's patty heck, but it's fine. And then there's people who are, like, still really mad at him because he fucked up. This is basically what I was saying about Were You Ever Gonna Come Clean? Is that he said sorry about it because people pointed it out, found out there was probably a sense of, oh shit, that is not good. I should acknowledge that this is a thing that I did. But let's say hypothetically, in a world where it didn't happen, where people didn't find out and space kept going, how he was going for the last 2 years, how long would that have lasted? Because if people never pointed it out, let's imagine nobody ever found out or pointed it out, what would space have done? Because after 2 years of that, of, like, fucking in complete disrespect and, like, disregard to the whole community and everything like that, what would have stopped him from just continuing? And that's what is so, like, crazy to me, is that, like, if nobody found out, he would still be doing it and still be getting away with it, and, like, probably continue forever, or until, like, I don't know, until he got so bored with it that he was just like, okay, I'm done. But 2 years, 3 years maybe? I'm not sure on the number, but even 2 years, that's crazy. That's not normal. he felt no fucking remorse for it. I'm not 100% sure how to feel about it. I still don't feel like I know everything, even though I've read a lot of this and watched a lot of videos. But I still don't know how to feel about it. It's a weird position to be in because I'm not sure if I should feel much about it because I'm not super involved in all of this, in the sense that, like, I don't know if my opinion matters much, and I know that it doesn't, basically, because there's so many opinions and there's so many that get, like, washed over by others, and I don't feel like I'm really doing this to get my opinion out, because I'm not sure what my opinion is. I'm doing this to, like, clear things up in my head, because the way my brain works, I have all of these thoughts about big situations like this where it all just, like, mixes together and just fucking shakes around in my head. I'm doing this to kind of, like, get it out verbally to some kind of audience. He would have continued it for a long time, is what I was saying. And I think we should watch this one. It's right here.
One of the best
Jesus, hi.
Geometry Dash players
Is
of all time.
Is that a good volume? That actually looks pretty good. The Rise and Fall of SpaceUK. I have not actually watched this video. I've watched a bunch of them, but I haven't watched this one. 73,000 views. I can talk. I've heard some good stuff about this one. Let's watch it.
One of the best Geometry Dash players of all time has just been exposed for hacking nearly all of their levels. This player won an award for being the best player of the year in 2022. This player was celebrated for verifying the hard...
I didn't mention that also. The fact that Space got so fucking away with it that he won best player awards. Like, where the whole community comes together and votes on the best player.
Hardest level of Geometry Dash at the time.
It actually pisses me off. Like, I'm laughing. I am laughing. I will admit to that. But just because it's such a crazy thing.
Continuing on to be every single level on the demon list, making them an official GD legend. But it was all a lie.
Yep.
SpaceUK began playing Geometry Dash.
Okay, we all know this. I think there was... I didn't watch this video. I watched a little bit of Charlie's stream where he watched this video. So I saw some of it.
His second demon was freaking Windy Landscape.
And I'm pretty sure that the first part is more for people who, like, aren't fully sure what's going on. Was Reddit? Yep. So we know Space's history, or alleged history. It was like Decode, Winnie Landscape, Layak, Wazaretta, and then allegedly the Golden, but that's where things started to fall apart.
Could be true, but the thing is, there was no proof any of it was hacked at the time. He was seen as a prodigy just beginning his reign as the best player ever. He would go on to beat extreme demons as if they were nothing for them.
Sorry. Was that fucking 9 circles level? What level was that?
The months to come. A pretty funny moment in his career is when he beat Bloodbath in just 600 attempts. Bro, can't let go to...
Okay, yeah. Yeah. This is a good fucking video, by the way. Again, I didn't watch the whole thing by itself, but the pieces I saw in Charlie's video was really good.
The most noteworthy point Paco made is that the second click and most of his completions, if you listen very closely.
Yeah, I skipped over this.
This second click is theorized to be him activating a bot that completes the rest of the level for him.
5 frame delay.
Used by some Geometry Dash YouTubers to easily showcase levels that are too hard to actually beat. This way people can just watch the levels.
It's such an obvious thing to, like, leave in. Like, that's so... I would call it a stupid mistake, but we missed it for 2 years. Or whenever this fucking video came out. I don't fucking know when this was out. But it said most of its completions, so I'm sure this was in other ones too. Let me say, by the way, what I was saying earlier about if no one ever pointed anything out and he were to keep doing this, how long it would go for. If if he were to have pointed that out, but Paco, or maybe it wasn't Paco, I don't know. If there wasn't deeper digging done, and we just kind of went with that, then it would have been similar to the situation I was talking about earlier, where we all would have been like, okay, yeah, he hacked a couple things, but you know, it is what it is. He's banned from the demon list, whatever. He's gonna keep playing the game like normal. But I think that's the specific details of that tweet specifically are really what throws the wrench in the whole thing for me. Is that the right term? Is that again, there's clearly no remorse there, because he made that tweet trying to get, like, kind of crawl his way out of the situation that he was being dug into. And if that were to have worked, there was no remorse or anything. He was just like, I hacked these things, and then he would have gotten away with it and been like, awesome, I get to keep my fucking reputation and still fake out these motherfuckers. I don't know. No, yeah. I know I said I wouldn't talk much about the way this affected, like, other players at the time, because that's what most people talk about. But I do want to say that I cannot imagine how shitty that must feel to have, like, the goal that you're working towards. The many times that people had top players had goals that they were working towards, and that Space, like, kind of swooped in and took advantage of that beforehand. Or at least seemed like it. Like, at the time, maybe felt a little shitty. Like, you lost a race. Oh well. Not cool, but, you know, if it was legit, then it was legit, and it happened. But how shitty must that feel to find out that it was all fake anyway, and you'll never get that feeling of accomplishment for nothing for anyone else either, because he didn't accomplish anything. He just took it from them for nothing. It really pisses me off. This fucking guy pisses me off.
The Demon List team discovered that just about every Extreme Demon Space has ever completed was hacked, and it was all due to 64 pixels.
That was crazy. Such a fucking awesome move from the developer of Zbot. It's a watermark that is, like, so almost undetectable from the person playing the game that, like, it's just so, like awesome.
Normal Geometry Dash is 1004 pixels wide, but when using Zbot, that text shrinks down to 940 pixels.
And the difference looks so obvious here when they're compared back to back. But in the game, I'm sure, like, just looking at this now, forgetting what it looked like before. Like, I looked away at this screen for a little bit, and I'm looking back here. This looks normal to me. I would not suspect this if I was using Zbot to hack the game. This would look normally. I'd be like, okay, shit, I have a bot. Cool. I can make it look like I beat the level. And it fly over my head. And it flew over Space's head. That's what fucked him up. Fuck yes.
Little detail may have been added so that people. This means he stole countless titles from First Victors and stole the number 1 spot on the Demon List yearboard for over a year.
What?
This means he earned
a shitty person. That's the thing. I don't know how people can like him now. I don't know how people can forgive him. That apology, there were a lot of replies to that apology that really made me feel like, guys, are we supposed to be, like, cool with him now? Because I don't feel like it. And it was really making me question, like, what I'm supposed to think about this, because I tend to question choices I make, or, like, opinions that I have, because of the general population. But at the end of the day, I will usually stick to what I am thinking. But I was questioning myself so hard because there were so many replies to this tweet. They were like, cool, you're okay, cool, fine, awesome, cool, thanks for coming out and apologizing, that was cool. Which I guess, yeah, it was a well-written apology, but it didn't mean anything. And I had so many moments of, like, did I miss something? Why are we, like, just forgiving him?
Earned thousands of dollars from.
It's so disrespectful. That word has been used so much for this situation, but it's so disrespectful like everything that he did.
It took him about 20 minutes to realize he had no clip on, but he submitted the record anyways just to see what would happen, and surprisingly to him, the Demon List team did not notice, and his record was accepted. I have no idea how some...
I really want to know how that thought process happened. Like, not even from just like, oh, space is stupid, why would he think that? I'm genuinely curious to know how that thought process happened, how, like, putting myself in that situation, because I can't fully imagine what that situation would be like. I have never beaten a level like this. I have never been in a position where if I hacked a level like this, I would, like, benefit from it at all. I can't fully put myself in this situation because I have no idea what it's like, but I'm pretty sure that if I were to be in this situation and I found out that I no-clipped a level that I didn't know I no-clipped while I beat it, my first instinct would not be, I'm going to submit it anyway and see what happens. My first instinct would just be to delete the recording and feel so disappointed in myself, which wouldn't feel good, but still, like, I would take it as, like, basically, I would take it as, like, just a shitty thing that happened that I did. I was like, okay, cool. I mean, not cool, but like, okay, it is what it is. I hacked this. I'm gonna delete the recording. I'm gonna try to, like, unfinish the level. Can't you do that with Mega Hack now? You can, like, uncomplete the level. No, I just have a lot of stuff I want to get off my mind. And I also felt like as a Geometry Dash content creator, not a big one at all by any means, but I felt like as a Geometry Dash content creator, it would be pretty stupid not to cover it at all. If that makes sense. I think that's a little logical. Just a little bit. What was I saying, though? I just don't know how your first instinct would be, I'm going to submit it anyway. Like, that already is disrespectful. Like,
It's so big and...
It feels... You know what it feels like to me? It feels like a sense of... Showcase UK. Yeah. It feels like a sense of... I'm above this game and above the rules, so I'm just gonna fuck with him. He was like playing God with the Demon List and with Geometry Dash. He was just like, okay, let's see what I can do. Which is so... Okay, I'm not gonna talk about how much he pisses me off.
Geometry Dash YouTuber FNM04 literally went to SpaceUK's house and watched him play Extreme Demons with his own 2 eyes.
That's the other thing. I actually didn't know that this happened until this situation. I don't really keep up to date with most things in this community. I kind of just... There's like a couple GD YouTubers that I actually watch, and I basically listen to them. But this thing got so out of hand that, like, everything spread out. Of course, everyone heard about it.
Everybody thought that it was impossible for him to...
But I didn't even know this happened until this situation. And it's crazy.
This means that Slaughterhouse was technically a hacked top 1 for its early life, until Doggy became the first victor.
Wait, by the way, GG Doggy. Awesome. Awesome. Gotten the title you deserve. I think Doggy had a video on this too. Actually, I don't want to click off this yet.
Technically, which is funny because Doggy was originally supposed to verify before it was given to SpaceUK. Doggy made a response video to this saying he's kind of glad it happened.
I was talking about
because Slaughterhouse is a level he feels very attached to, and was disappointed he didn't get to verify it originally. Another very interesting thing to note is that this exposal may have never happened if it weren't for a player named MSG, who was exposed about a week earlier for hacking Silent Clubstep. He claims to have beaten Silent Clubstep as his 5th.
I actually did not know this. That's the other thing. I think I watched... Oh, was it... Oh, what was it? Oh. The Xander thing. Oh, yeah, and Andromeda. That was a long time ago. I wasn't there for that. But the Xander thing with Zodiac, that was them coming clean about it. Because I don't think I was paying attention when that actually happened in the community. But I'm pretty sure there wasn't like an exposal. I think Xander was just like, I feel really bad about this. This is not good. I shouldn't be taking this. I shouldn't be lying about this. And that's respectable. That is really respectable and cool. But that's where the line is drawn from this situation and that situation.
Ever Extreme Demon, which originally was accepted by everybody because there was no proof of hacks. But then a demon list mod noticed one of his clicks made no sense at all, which made his entire legacy crumble down as he was exposed for hacking Silent Club Step.
Wait, so did what's this person's name? MSG? Was that it? Is it really MSG? It is MSG. Oh. Like monosodium glutamate. You know. Yeah. So is that who started it? Is that who found it originally? I don't know.
He crumbled down as he was exposed for hacking Silent Club Step.
Again, I don't fully know the
This led the
situation.
demon. It took a hacker to find a hacker. Shout out MSG. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment what you think about all
Okay,
this.
that's it. They had more space, was forced to confess. Yep, pretty much exactly. What other videos are there? Hold on, let me look up Space. Nope, not SpaceUK. Dude, my computer. I hate my fucking computer. Hey, that's me. This sucks. Fuck that. There's a lot of good videos. I'm gonna watch a lot of these in my own time because I don't want this to like be a completely reaction stream. I'm not trying to be a reaction YouTuber or anything. But what was I gonna look up? Angel no username. Welcome to the stream. SpaceUK. No. Aeon Air. This is a good video. You guys should watch this one too. This is more focused on each individual person that was affected by this and how they were affected.
Because initially I wasn't going to make this video because, as I said, there's nothing I can say in a million years that's going to be any new information.
That's kind of what I was saying.
Space hacking thing is great. Bortalk's video is fantastic. All of that stuff. There isn't anything
That's kind of what I was saying, is that like there's not much I can say about it either that will be like new information because it's such a covered topic right now that like you can't really say much new about it. I'm saying this specifically out of my own ignorance and my I have thoughts on it that I just wanted to get out verbally. Yeah. Nepesta Space UK situation. I think someone uploaded this. Yeah, here it is.
He knows.
I actually just watched this like a couple hours ago. I didn't watch it on stream. I watched it on this. I'm not I'm not typically into people just taking clips from streams and uploading them like this. But this you know, base Nepesta, watching Nepesta's VOD is better for. Is that still up? I don't know how Twitch works. Is that VOD still up? Yeah. Well, thank you for that because I as I was just saying, I don't like when people upload clips from streams like that. Especially with all those hashtags that was definitely for like shit tons of views and shit. But yeah, I watched that because it was the only way that I knew I could watch that. I don't know how Twitch works though, so good thing I know that this VOD's up now. Or was up, or still is up, or was up and still is up, both.
Kind of mean-spirited, but
I'm not doing.
Be how it's gonna.
I don't really want to watch this whole thing because I don't want it to be like. I don't want it to be like I'm not trying to do what that video that I was just complaining about was doing. I'm not trying to take his content and just like
Something.
use
Not
it
like-
for my own content. I'm only doing this because there was one thing he said that I'm looking for. One specific thing.
He cared a lot. I don't know how much Doggy cared, but he was affected by it too. It weighed on his mind. It did not weigh on Space's mind at all.
This is what I was talking about.
3 years. He can say whatever he wants, but 3 years without one mental like, oh, this is bad. I should probably do 3 years.
So he's much better at wording things and like getting his thoughts out than I am. But I was basically saying this earlier. The fact that there was no remorse behind the apology because there was no. You can't keep a lie going for that long if you actually feel bad about it. He said 3 years. I don't know if it's 3 years or 2 years because I've heard it both from different sources, but the fact that the fact that there was no as he was saying, weight on his mind that there were that like he didn't realize it was doing something shitty is so fucked up. Like that's so the apology is entirely undone by that. He lied to the entire community for 3 years. Apologized about it when he was caught. If he wasn't caught, he would not have. He would have kept doing it continuously, probably forever, as long as he wanted to be in the GD community. I don't want to play too much of this. I feel like I'm going to close out of it right now because I don't want this to be like a me just taking fucking Nepesta's content and making a video out of it, because that's not what I'm trying to do here. I feel bad doing that. I had something in my mind though. So yeah. He hacked for 3 years. He apologized because he was caught. There was no remorse because obviously you apologize because you're caught. You don't actually mean it. You just say it because you're caught. We've seen this so fucking much on the internet, and it's so shitty. Like, it's not some mistake that you made. You knowledgeably did this. Is that a word? You knowingly did this for 3 years. And you shit on everyone. That's what this is. He's shitting on everyone by like treating them like nothing. I think he saw how the community would take it with him like trying to squeeze by hacking, and he saw that like he was getting away with it, and he built up some trust really quickly. And he thought it was a game. I feel like that's what I take from this, is that I was saying this earlier, is that I wouldn't say it's like a God complex thing, because I think that implies there was some sort of good thing going there in the beginning. But I think, and I don't think that he thinks he's like God or whatever the fuck. That'd be kind of crazy. But feels like it was addiction for him. That's a better way to put it. Is that I feel like it turned less serious for him because he started to feel like it wasn't as big of a deal that he was doing this, which is like the most bullshit thing. He uploaded the hack thing at the gold and it got accepted, and he was like, shit, fuck, like I can just do this. And he didn't take it seriously. He doesn't take any of the game seriously. Clearly so even if it's not like a direct thought, subconsciously he thinks the community is a bunch of fucking idiots who will just fall for shit. And he was just playing it like a game, and he was like, cool, awesome, I can just do whatever I want, and I will do whatever I want because I'm just having fun with it. Okay, I think that's the conclusion I was trying to reach, is with all my thoughts spilling out of my head, I think that's the conclusion I was trying to reach, that he just sees it as a game, and he just saw it as a game and was like, fuck these guys, I'm just gonna fucking do this. And to any people who after his apology were like, he's like a good person, and he didn't I think I saw some people saying that like he couldn't have gotten out of it and that it's justifiable why he did it, which is the most bullshit thing that I've ever heard. Like, you don't get away with, you can't do that. You can't do that. I think I'm running out of ways to word things, and I don't feel bad for him, not even remotely. He knew what he was doing was bad. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe Nepesta's right. Maybe he's kind of psychopath and just was like, this is how the game is. Okay. I'm gonna go now. I got my thoughts out that I wanted to. I felt like as much as I can like say that I did this to get thoughts out, which I did. Most of the reason I did this was to like, because I had so many thoughts about this that I wanted to get out publicly to anybody who wants to listen. There was another part of me. There's another part of me that is because I feel like I have some sort of responsibility to talk about stuff like this, because a lot of people say this, and I feel like a broken record for the community just by saying this, but I do care a shit ton about this community. I haven't been around for that long. I've been around since like 2019, and I haven't really started super caring about the community until like maybe 2 years, 1 year or 2 years after that. I think it was like middle of 2020. Around COVID is actually, I think, when I started really caring about the community and like thinking about things. But at this point, I do really care about like things that go on in this community. As much as everyone else does. Like it's important to me because I like this game, and I like the community aspect around it. I think it's a very good game for that. It's good. It's fun to share. Like, it's fun to share things with people and like talk to people about like accomplishments. That's what I want to get. I want to start doing more VCs in my Discord. Because, or like go into like public VCs in the Geometry Dash Discord, because I like talking to people about like their experiences with the game and like accomplishments. I just love hearing about that kind of shit. Like if you, fuck it, we'll just start doing VC nights. I don't fucking know. I like hearing about that kind of stuff. It makes me, it's inspiring, I think, to hear other people. Oh, that was weird. To hear how other people play the game and like do stuff in the community and like engage with it. It's really cool. I like community aspect, things like that. And I think that's what pissed me off and what pissed a lot of other people off, because obviously, sounds like a broken record, but a lot of people care about this game and a lot of people feel really shit on about what he did. And that's my main problem with it. It's a show of care. Like it's a way to show who you truly are, I guess. It's a good way to say it. It's not a good way to say it, but it is a way of saying it. This is actually really funny. So this is almost entirely unimportant, but I just find this really funny that Blue's video on the history of SpaceUK. This was a really good video when it came out, because like when we knew that SpaceUK was, when we thought that SpaceUK was legit. This actually was a really good video that really thoroughly covered everything, and I like Blue's videos. Blue makes really good videos. I just find this really funny is that this video that was really good. Blue fucking changed the thumbnail to say the history of a hacker. And this got recommended to me because I think people noticed and like started watching it. So it showed up in people's recommendations. It showed up in my recommendations and it said the history of a hacker. And I was like, wait, I swear this video's been out. I go to the comments and the man commented, I love it. I fucking love it. Didn't age well. Yep. Okay, let's end the stream though, because I am tired. It is 1:55 in the morning currently for me. I just really, like, for the past few days, I've been thinking so much about like, should I talk about this? Should I make like a video about this? And I think I am gonna upload this as a video afterwards. I just, I really wanted to get my thoughts out and like get them out to real people, because I've been like sitting with them. And again, I feel like I have some kind of responsibility for like the content I make. I feel like it would be really weird of me to, on my YouTube channel, just go from one normal video to another normal video and not acknowledge this at all. Like in his apology, I felt like he did that not because he is sorry or something, just because he had to. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for listening. To anybody that did listen and cared about the thoughts that I had on this situation and some of the things that people have said about the situation. Because I did watch some of those videos, and credit entirely to all of the videos, everyone that I did watch, and ones that I didn't watch, even like Wavix has a video on this video. A video on this situation. Doggy made a video about it, which I think was interesting because it was like from the perspective of somebody who was directly affected by this. I saw that FNM made a video on it. I didn't watch that, but it was like the perspective of one of Space's friends. I'm gonna go watch that after this actually, because yeah. Anyway, shout out to everybody that's made videos about this and spoken publicly about it, because it, like, like, I know how shitty it is, but it really puts into perspective how much it affects everybody. But yeah, okay. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the hopefully next normal video. Okay. Peace out. Bye-bye. Thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.